And here we go. Here's a good matchup for you. You got Jordan Oliver in the blue singlet. Jayson Ness in the red. Ness trying a comeback run in him. Of course, assistant coach out at Minnesota for the Gophers. We haven't seen him wrestle in quite some time. Actually wrestled last week at the Northeast Regional, won that. So he is qualified for the trials. Oliver back down at 65. I believe last we saw him was the Medved. Wrestled 71. Oliver, of course, World Team Trials runner-up last year to Brent Metcalf. Got that left knee heavily taped, though, for Oliver. No points here in the first minute of this one. You can see the distance. Oliver really extended on that collar tie and try to snap and hit one of his slick low attacks. And Oliver with the shot attempt right there. Simultaneous with the passivity call, whistle was blown right as Oliver is in on the attack. So Oliver gets hit with the warning and action stops, so no points on that exchange. Oliver getting low. In and out motion. Ness, outside double attempt. Fended off by Oliver. And Ness going to get hit with that passivity. And Ness on the shot clock. Oliver doing a good job fending off those outside doubles, keeping his head down. First line of defense. Hands and head. Really keeping a good distance here, and the shot clock's going to expire. Be a caution going against Ness. 1 point on the board for Jordan Oliver. I don't even know if Oliver knew the shot clock was in action there. Looks like Kellen Russell, 5-4 over Logan Stieber. And a big toss here. How are they going to score this? They're going 4 points for Ness on that. Oliver shoots in. Looked like he had the inside tie on the right. Went single leg to the left, driving out of bounds. Ness pops his hip through. Goes out of bounds. Both guys did expose here. Question is, who was offensive? I mean, looking at it, Oliver was definitely the offensive wrestler approaching the edge of the mat. Ness with his back at the edge. Did he change direction enough to constitute him taking over the scoring action of that hold? We'll take a look at it on the board. Still waiting. There's another challenge in progress. Still waiting for a good look at this. So this is a big dynamic here. You're talking a potential blank on the board for Ness and more points on the board for Oliver, or Oliver's trailing by 3. And we'll see what happens when Oliver has to open up. He's been relatively conservative by his standards for this match. But Ness, of course, a dangerous wrestler, so you gotta be careful there. Just letting it all fly. If you're on Twitter, let us know what you think. How would you call this one? Here, we're getting a look at it. Oh, and it's going to be hard to tell. Camera didn't quite get all of the action, but we're going to take a look. Sort of take you through it. Oliver's in on the single leg. He has the elbow as well, driving out of bounds. I think that might be 4 points Oliver here. Let's see how they score this. That's what they're going to call. 4 points for Jordan Oliver. And I think I can agree with that call. Looks like Ness's back hit before he's able to pop Oliver through, so reward the offensive wrestler there. It's going to be 5-0 on the board. Big swing in the match. Excellent challenge from Oliver's corner. Now with 25 seconds left here in the first period, Ness got some ground to make up. End of the first, it was a wild one. 5-0, Jordan Oliver leads it. Jayson Ness comes to the corner. Just gives a little shrug. Not phased, he's ready to roll. Ness comes out, collar tie, shaking it a little bit. Trying to take some ground, close the gap. Heard Ness's corner say, just try to close the gap slowly. Close that distance. That's going to be key. Oliver, of course, great with those outside attacks. Circling. Ness has definitely been more active here in the early part of the second period. Probably going to see Oliver get dinged with a passivity here if this pace keeps up for the next 30 seconds or so. Oliver circling, keeping a wide distance. Jordan Oliver comes with that heavy collar tie on the right. Been pretty slow paced here in the early part of the second. We got a minute 15 left. Official going to blow the whistle and try to spur the wrestlers on here. Ness is going to have to start thinking big money. Oliver playing it smart, not getting anything funky. He's circling out back to the center. So Ness going to get hit with an intention there for the interlocking fingers. So Ness pulling. See Oliver resisting the pull. 35 seconds to go. What does Ness have in the bag of tricks? In and out, Ness with the shot, Oliver backing. At this point, not going to be any shot clock. You're going to have to look at a caution against Oliver. But it would be Probably a little too late. Oliver circling. Ness pushing the pace. Now double unders for Ness. Oliver circles us back to the edge, circling in. And that'll be the match. 5-0 in favor of Jordan Oliver. And again, that sequence at the end of the first period was the deciding factor. Good challenge from Oliver's corner. Gets him the W. So he moves on to the semifinals. I believe